So how much firewood do you need for a season? Well, firewood's calculated in cords. So that's usually the way that people talk about firewood. It's how many cords do you need? So if you call somebody looking to buy some firewood, they're going to ask you, how many cords do you need? Now, one cord is 4 feet high, 4 feet long, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, and 8 feet long. That's how you calculate a cord. And so you need to figure out about how many of those you're going to need, so you can either cut it or call them and ask them to bring that many. So it's going to differ based on where you live, obviously, but it's also going to differ based on the moisture content in the wood. So if you got wood with high moisture content, it's going to take you longer. I mean, you may burn it quicker because you got to leave your fireplace open. You can't dampen it down. So my fireplace has a damper. As it gets hot, I dampen the fireplace so that not as much air goes through there, so it'll burn hotter for longer. But if you got wet wood and you dampen it, your fire goes out. So if your wood's got moisture in it, you may need more wood. The size of your house, you may need less wood, because the size of your house depends on what size your house is. There's many factors that goes into how much wood you're going to need. For me, I think I can get by with 2 cords, maybe less. I live in a mild area. If you live up north where it's really, really cold, I mean, you may need significantly more, and probably do. You know, if your house is insulated, if your house is not insulated, that makes a difference. So, you know, it just kind of depends on a lot of factors. It's hard to say, but you just had to test it. The worst thing, you know, as far as burning firewood, is if you run out and then you have to use green wood. That's going to be a nightmare. I can't stand green wood because it's just so variable. I like to be able to put the wood on, get it hot, and then dampen it for the night. And then in the morning, I'll open it back up, let it get hot again, fill it up. And when I get back that day, it's ready to go again. I don't have to relight it every day. But with wet wood, it won't stay lit long enough. Now, one thing about cutting in the morning is you get to hear, I'm going to try to cut through that knot. You get to hear the birds come alive. It's amazing how the world comes alive in the morning, and so many people miss it. The Bible says, the fool has said in his heart that there is no God. And when you see creation, if you think there's no God, then everything's just an accident. Then the Bible has a name for you, but I don't want to call you a fool. And I'm not calling you a fool, but that's what the Bible calls. Everybody knows deep in their heart that somebody made all this. I didn't make it, and it didn't happen by accident. Guys, if you got some suggestions on how many cords you might need to burn in the winter, or if you let us know how many you need and kind of what area, if you're in the north, you're in the south, that may help out people who are trying to determine how many cords that might want to burn. Look, if you haven't done so, like, subscribe, and come back tomorrow.